But moving on to another thing that I do want to talk about, and I think you'll enjoy this, bro. So apparently, and I didn't realize this in our last episode, and we could have talked about this, but the football team has started to drop a video series called The Process on YouTube, on the North Carolina YouTube page.
Are we trusting it?
Honestly, I watched a good amount of it today of episode 2 because they dropped episode 1 2 weeks ago and episode 2 within this last week. And I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a nice little deep diving and things of that nature. It was about 20 minutes long. And the video series, it provides basically a behind-the-scenes look at the program during the offseason and through spring practice. And this episode, it was highlighting transfer portal, like the main 3 subjects, the dudes that were talking the most, at least from the first good amount of the video I saw, were our transfer portal acquisitions in Jordan Washington from Texas, Andrew Threet from Charleston Southern, and Donovan Hoylett Jr. from Richmond. And given their takes on what their experience is like since they've transferred in, given that transfer portal, hey, here, me coming in, here's my perspective on the environment. One of the first things they did say is they feel when they came in, everybody was it was a professional environment. It felt very professional. Everybody was on what they had to do, handling business from the players to the staff to the cooks, the trainers. It felt very professional from start to finish. And it got that very professional environment. He's like, I would assume this is how it is in the NFL because this is different from my last college and my last school. And I kind of like the fact that they also explained why they came here. Because for Jordan Washington, he said he came here, he was looking for a new opportunity to grow and be a new opportunity to grow and be a part of something nice because he came from Texas. So you already know, oh, you're going to a big school. You're already there. Why would you leave and go to a quote unquote smaller version? And it was to grow, but also be a part of this and do what he wants to do. Andrew Threet, he said he left Charleston Southern because he wanted to play on a bigger stage. And it's Belichick. He's like, he wanted to play on a bigger stage. It's Belichick. He said, why not? He's like, I just took a chance on myself and just said, let's go. And Donovan Hoylett, he was kind of in that similar boat. He's like, is Coach Belichick, that's 8 Super Bowls. I want to be the best. If I want to be there, it makes sense for me to go and to be the best at what I can do. And then another thing that they brought up was the connection. So Andrew Threet really said this. He's like, when I got here, I was surprised by how close everybody was and how open everybody was in bringing him into the program, even as a transfer in. It's it seems like everybody has a real close connection, players to players. Everybody's super tight knit, and it was a little bit different, but I liked it. And part of me was going to be well, maybe it's that Southern charm, but then I'm like, I can't even say that because Hoylett was in Richmond and Washington was in Texas and Threet was at Charleston Southern in Charleston, South Carolina. So it's not like they weren't exposed to Southern charm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's actually a very big upside that we have being where we are.
Oh, they would say
because Southern hospitality is just ingrained in the culture.
And the thing about it was, he was saying bro, the connections there. Hoylett was like, man, I remember storming the streets on 4th Street when UNC beat Duke on that buzzer beater and just being a part of the culture and everybody feeling so connected. I did it with the teammates and it's just ingrained with everybody here. And I like that. And the third point they put in was they were saying everybody here has a goal in mind because they even started the video where Belichick's like, you got a goal in mind. He's like, I don't know what you think your goal is or what your goal is. I could tell you what it should be. And basically they were saying everybody here, when you're working and you're putting in this work, you have that goal in mind of what you're trying to do. You're not just coming in here just freelance working and going through the motions. You're doing this because you have a set thing you're trying to accomplish. You know? And fourth highlight and point they talked about, conditioning. Apparently them boys been running a lot. So all of them said they have ran the absolute most they have ever run. And even Jordan Washington, coming from Texas, said Texas didn't run this much.
So, you know what that sounds like?
What?
He's putting them through what they used to go through with the Patriots training camp. Remember old buddy on the Raw Room was talking about it?
Oh, yeah.
They had to run 300s at the end of practice.
Oh, I got one better. They call them, so apparently they call these things bouts. They like, yo, it's bout day. Bout day. So even the company's like, yo, what's bout day? He's like,
about to die.
he's like, what's bout day? He's like, oh, bout. He's like, man. So apparently, a bout for them, or what a bout is, from what I saw in the video, you have 2 minutes to where you are running the full field. It looks like the full field, down and back, like the full time, the whole 2 minutes. And your whole purpose is to beat a distance. Like, you're not even doing this against, like, you're just trying to get to this distance or whatever. And they were saying, bro, that dude said bouts are nightmare hell. He's like, I'm afraid of these.
His buddy was talking. Because buddy was talking about that. They said that's all. Like at the end of practice, because the story went like this: they were running, they were doing their hundreds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was Mike Bennett and Tom Brady were basically like hooked onto each other, running them. You know, Brady's talking about like, we got this, buddy. Come on, we can make it. Get to the end of it. They say Bennett falls out. Like he gets a whole body cramp on the floor.
Mm.
And he's like, yo, you need his help up? He's like, nah. So he's like army crawling to the trainer's room. They're like, yo, you need help up? He's like, nah, they need to see what they did to me. And I looked at him, I'm like, you know what? He ain't wrong.
Hey, you gonna see what you did to me today.
You see what your nonsense caused me to do. Look at me. I'm crawling, man.
I'm a grown man.
I'm a grown man. Oh, yeah, nah. This is going to be an interesting game today.
But nah, bro. So they were talking about the bouts, and I was like, bro, those sound crazy. And then they also said dining and nutrition is like more catered to health and being very hands-on and active with the players. Like they're very adamant, very active. Hey, they get their own dining facility. Like what Hoylett was saying, he's like, it's kind of crazy because I'm so used to like just us eating in the dining hall, but it's awesome that we have our own dining facility. And bro, this is one of the reasons I remember getting exposed to this just a little bit at Charleston Southern myself and didn't think this was really a thing like that. Them dudes had fresh lobster, fresh steak, fresh cut fish. Like, when I'm saying it was grade A marble beef and that, I'm like,
oh, bruh. Did you see? So somebody did a tour of like Florida's facilities recently. Bro, they got a VR studio. They got salt bath. They got like the little float tanks. They got sleep tanks. Bruh. They have a whole dining area where you can go onto an app and order what you want, and you just go and just pick it up. In their own dining facilities. They got a game room. Like, when I tell you, I was like, you know what? As much as I don't enjoy Florida, I go to Florida for this.
Oh, bro, listen. If there's one thing I would go, if I could go back to CSU, even CSU or any other college. If I could go back, I would have walked on to the easiest sport sooner because I wouldn't have been eating ramen as much. I would have been struggling as much if I could make like the travel because like I'll say this: the time I got to dress out and do all the things, bro, I had the best steak I had in all of college that week. Like when I got to dress out and everything, bro, that was the best steak. I'm sitting here thinking about. Here's the thing, Joel, you've seen CSU's campus. And anybody who's been to CSU, Charleston Southern, especially from 2012 to 2016, can tell you. Charleston Southern had the basic meals. It had the basic meals. Wasn't nothing too fancy. Out of the blue, I'm just like, okay, team dinner. I'm thinking we just go eat like team dinner, whatever, and it's going to be nothing new. Nah, we eat team dinner upstairs in a little closed off area. I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing I know, loaded nice steak, loaded veggies, like really good fresh potatoes. And I'm like, where did CSU get the budget for this when I was just broke and walking around here not an athlete? Like, is that all it took for me to be eating well? I just had to be on the team somewhere. I'm like, bro,
that's it, man.
I'm like,
that's
what?
It. You worked hard to make it onto the team. So here you go. Here's the reward.
I was like, what? Caught me so off guard. And then here's the crazy part. So we eat that, right? We eat dinner, everything. Coach says, hey, yo, we got meeting later on tonight. I'm like, cool, bet. We got meeting later. Man, they feed them boys good. Not like FCS. Man, I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, bro. Yes, Charleston Southern straight up. Me went to the same school. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, bro. You know, I ain't good. We got a meeting tonight. I'm not thinking too much of it. So we go do our position meetings and we leave. Nothing new. As we leaving, hey, yo, make sure you take 2 foot-long subs on your way out with 2 drinks, your muscle milk, and your snack. I'm over here like, huh? Like, and the bad part is, broke college me is like, hey, sorry, it's like, I appreciate it, dog. Like, I appreciate it. I was a walk-on. I made it. Hey, I'm proud to say it. And it's even crazier. I got a conference championship ring from CSU because of it. So
ring.
Hey, I got a conference championship ring because of it. But
I said, bro, man, respect for you even getting on the roster. That's 1% of all players. Impressive. It's facts. I tried out at South Carolina State and was not even close to prepared.
Bro,
I got 6 sprints in and legs gave out.
Hey, appreciate it, man. But I'm sitting here broke. Mind you, Joel, this is like old broke college me thinking to myself, the college me that's like, do I eat Jell-O tonight or do I eat ramen tonight? Like I'm struggling on meals. And they sitting here like, yeah, take you 2 foot longs. So I'm like, oh, well, I got dinner for the night. I'm good. That ring and all, damn, bro. I went at the right time. Because the funny thing is with CSU football was 0-11 when I was coming out of high school.
He went the last time they was good.
Hey, I was on there the years they were good. I dressed out, I did my thing. I'm not mad. And you want to know what the pitch?
I didn't even make the team on my.
Because I tried. Because here's the thing: I tried for baseball and basketball first, and they just didn't accept me. And here's the pitch: my homeboy Larry Jones, LJ3, Larry Jones III. Larry, if you ever see this, I still thank you to this day. So Larry came up to me, right? And I knew him and quite a few other dudes on the football team. Larry was one of the wide receivers. He said, I was sitting there thinking about going to football.
The difference between FCS and P4 is the auxiliary services, chefs, food, trainers, lift programs. They don't have money like that. It's facts.
No, we do not.
That is full facts.
No, we do not. And
what's up, bro? You were Deion Sanders, baseball, basketball.
Oh, listen, bro. That was me all through my life because that kept me preoccupied.
They kept you out of trouble. That's exactly what you're.
It kept me out of trouble, and I ain't even gonna lie to you. It gave me a reason to do good in school.
Yep, that was it.
That was it. If I didn't do good in school, I couldn't play the sport. So I was like, all right, bro, I'll do good in school, and that means I can still play. Because every time, the 2 weeks between sports, that transition week, I didn't care about class a lick, dog.
Class was terrible.
As soon
as the sport started back up, it was great.
I'm back invested. But like them 2 weeks
for a second.
Hey, them 2 weeks.
Because I told you before, I did basketball, football, baseball up until like middle school. Then I dropped baseball. Then I did basketball and football for some years, all the way up through high school. Then I picked up track.
What's the hardest sport? Honestly, I'm gonna say this, bro. Here's the reason why I'm gonna say baseball. Yeah, you got to be a freak athlete in terms of reaction time for baseball alone.
Yeah, it's the handout coordination that you got to be.
And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing with baseball. Check this out. In baseball, as a batter, if you can average over your career 3 out of 10 hits, like if you can bat 300, you are considered a legend, one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
If you can do 3 out of 10,
any sport with 30% is peak. It's
hitting the ball 30% of the time you go to bat is peak. Yeah, nah, you got it, bro. Like that. That's a hard sport to be in. Out of those,
because even Deion said it. Deion Sanders said it himself. Deion said it himself. Baseball is the hardest sport he ever played. I think it depends on the individual athlete. Some better for baseball, but if you ain't 6'7", 37 vertical basketball, that's not true. Remember, Muggsy Bogues is a thing. Nate Robinson is also a thing. I understand Nate Robinson. I understand Nate Robinson's vertical was crazy, but Muggsy Bogues wasn't that hot.
Here's the thing: Steph Curry's technically undersized, and he's 6'3".
Steph Curry's technically.
Chris Paul is considered a point guard, considered arguably the greatest point guard. And he's 6 feet. Kyrie Irving 6'4" to 6'2".
Wasn't Jason Williams also like 6'1"?
Yeah, Jason Williams wasn't that tall. John Stockton wasn't that tall. Like you can be great in basketball in other aspects, because Russell Westbrook is only 6'3".
You may not be considered a star on most teams, depending on who you got on the roster. But with basketball, you can make basketball if you're good at a certain skill set. You may not be the scorer, but if you can be a great facilitator or a great defensive player, they'll still find you.
Here's the thing: both Isaiah Thomases undersized and dominated, and they were scorers.
Steve Kerr,
Steve Nash, Jason Kidd,
Steve Nash, Derek Fisher.
Like Derek Fisher. Derrick Rose was low-key undersized.
Shoot, I feel like baseball, you can work on those skills, but at ball, if you're not God-given athletes, that's not true.
Baseball, because you got
story. One of the greatest stories basketball-wise, I don't know if you might have seen it or not, is Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete Maravich was not built for basketball whatsoever. But all he did was go in a gym and grind for years, all the way from middle school up through high school, and became Pistol Pete Maravich.
And the thing about
Pistol Pete Maravich, I think, was born when I think in middle school was like 5'7". 5'7", ball handling skills were terrible.
Because
shot was terrible.
Because here's my other thing: you have baseball players, right? Baseball players, you say that you can work on those things. You can only do so much. When you have guys that are shorter than Randy Johnson.
He was a grinder trying to be like Pete growing up. I feel you, bro.
Because think about this. Randy Johnson, the big unit, one of the biggest pitchers ever in baseball, does not have the fastest fastball of all time. That's Aroldis Chapman. Like some of these things, and the thing about it is, it's no different in technique. Some people can just do things better than others, and hand-eye coordination is a God-given talent at its base level. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, like you can
enhance it.
You can't particularly teach reaction speed per se. You can try to hone it in, but there's always going to be a limit for each individual person. But like you can't always say that. Yeah, you have some guys who are just freak athletes and they're just going to be athletes. There's nothing you can do about it. But there's other people who can work. Yeah, I may not be the fastest guy on the field or the court. I may not be the strongest dude. I may not have the strongest arm or so on and so forth. But there is a particular set of skills that I do have that I know I can beat you at, period. See, I heard baseball all internal, the ligaments, joints, and torque and thorn. Man,
it's not all internal, because there are numerous things where you can do in baseball that are external that are great, because honestly, any sport is internal. Any sport deals with your ligaments and your joints. Basketball, baseball, reaction time. You're talking about a freak athlete. Tell a shortstop to go cover a gap. I was just thinking that too. Boom. I was just thinking this one. Bo Jackson himself, along with Dion. You ask a shortstop to go cover cover that gap. And then not only this, you got to catch it backwards, rotate and fire that joint across a diamond on point, and still get this out as this guy's sprinting. And that's the other thing. You're talking about like speed and athleticism. Getting to 90 feet as quick as possible, but while a guy is trying to throw you out and throwing it as hard as he can. Imagine, let's say, one of the hardest football players we know who throws the ball, Brett Favre. We know Brett Favre sling the ball, right?
But
imagine
also
imagine Brett Favre is throwing a baseball or a football only 30 yards away as hard as he can every time with Drew Brees-like accuracy.
So I'm going to be real. My high school produced 3 big-time MLBers. One became an all-star, zero NBA in high school, and that's okay.
And that's okay because
my high schools produced none of those. So,
and that's fine. And some schools produce certain things, like UNC, for example. UNC produces a lot of basketball talent, right? Like we could say UNC produces a
lot of baseball talent too. Michael Saunders, star. Oh, cool.
UNC isn't known for producing football talent as much as basketball or baseball, but that doesn't mean they can't have it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I get what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying.